What's up, brothers? Hope everybody's doing well out there. This video request comes from a subscriber who's 20 years old, and his question is, why do so many modern women pick the bad boys over good men? So that's what we're going to talk about in tonight's video, in tonight's walk. Where do I start? You know, he's a young guy, and I guess most of the people that are interested in this topic are going to be young guys, but you know, there'll be some older guys in there that could benefit from it as well, so whatever. But we'll start young. So when I was a young boy, you know, when I was in high school, one of my best friends was like, he was like the prototype bad boy, right? He was good looking, he was popular, he had connections, he was in good shape, he got all the girls, he knew how to fight, he was the life of the party, he had a mouthpiece, you know, he had game, he knew how to talk to women. So, you know, he was hooking up with a lot of women, I'll just put it like that. You know, he was very good at what he did. Anyways, when we hit high school, in the 9th grade, this guy was, you know, stealing women away from seniors. He was that dude. Like, he was unstoppable. You know, he was the ultimate bad boy. Still to this day, I don't think I've met anybody that had more game than this guy. He just, you know, he had it like that. He hooked up with damn near every good-looking woman in the whole entire school. Or I guess they were girls back then. But I remember senior year, this girl had transferred schools, and you know, she was probably the baddest girl in the whole school, best looking girl in the whole school. I was standing right there next to him when he shot his shot at her, and I'll never forget her response. She said, "I wouldn't touch that dirty ass dick." I was like, whoa. You know, I had never really seen him get rejected before, much less like humiliated, you know. She said, "I would never touch that dirty ass dick." And she was telling everybody in the school, you know, that dirty dick motherfucker, can't believe he thought he had a chance, blah, blah, blah. And that same girl, a couple months later, ended up going out with some kind of dorky dude. You know, he didn't have the riz, he didn't have the game, he wasn't a bad boy. I think he played basketball a couple years, got dropped from the team or something. But he was kind of a nerd, you know. Definitely wasn't a bad boy, definitely wasn't a ladies' man, definitely didn't have any game. But she got with him, and right after we graduated high school, the two of them got married and had a bunch of kids. You know, they settled down together, and they're still together to this day, you know. So I know, let me put it like this. I want you guys to understand something. Here on YouTube and the Manosphere, when we give dating advice, a lot of the people that come here are just dudes that are trying to get laid, all right? That's all they're trying to do. So a lot of the advice is catered towards, you know, a sleazeball, you know, learning game player type of lifestyle. That's what guys are teaching them, all right? But what you have to understand is you have your own unique value system, right? Just like the guy I just explained, my friend, his value system was he wanted excitement, he wanted to have fun, he wanted to hook up with as many girls as possible. The other guy had a value system of he wanted a good education, he wanted a monogamous relationship, he wanted a happy marriage, a happy family. You know, that's what he wanted. So his value system fit this girl's value system. You know, guys got to learn to march to the beat of their own drum. There's a saying, you can't stop a man that knows he's right and just keeps going, right? So if you're a guy that is from the good man prototype, you're not the bad boy. And, you know, you're experiencing things like you're getting with low-class bitches, you know, low-class whores, club chicks, you know, easy pussy. You're getting with these type of women, and, you know, you've got a lot of shit going for yourself, but these women are cheating on you, or they're leaving you for some other dude, some drug dealer or something like that, and that's not who you are. That's not what you're made of. That's not what your value system is. You know, that drug dealer is going to be in prison in a couple years. You know, she's going to be a baby mama. He's going to have a shitty life. She's going to have a shitty life. But you got a good value system. You're going to have a good life. Now, unfortunately, movies, music, school, militarized feminism, you know, radical leftists, all of the above, you know, all of these organizations are basically turning women into, you know, low-class sluts. You know, it's kind of what it turns them into, unfortunately. And modern women, a lot of times, are a little bit fucked up. You know, a lot of them are. But so are men, you know, in general. For every low-class slut, you got a bad boy, you know, a drug dealer, a dude that's destined to go to prison or destined to be on welfare, destined to not make anything of his life. So, you know, let's be honest. You're an impressionable young man, right? If you're a guy that watches videos like this, you are impressionable. And if you're a good man that has your shit together, maybe you're religious, maybe you're educated, maybe you're good with money, you know, you're financially literate, you're in a good position to make a lot of things happen in your life, and women aren't really looking out for you. You know, they're not really checking for you. They're out there fucking, you know, a dude that doesn't really have anything going for himself just because he's got a mouthpiece, you know, or just because he's got a little bit of game. Well, you can allow those low-class bitches to skew your perception of reality, and you can allow yourself to start making the same bad decisions that other guy's making in hopes to land more low-class bitches. Or you can march to the beat of your own drum, knowing you're the man that's right. You know, you can't stop a man that's right and just keeps on going. You're right. You're doing what's right. All right? So maybe the amount of women to choose from is smaller because there's not a lot of good women with good heads on their shoulders that want the same thing that you want. But you got to keep moving. You know, you got to keep going. Otherwise, you're going to fall off and you're going to be a loser just like the rest of them. You know, somebody in the manosphere kind of has to tell you guys straight up what it is, because it ain't all about fucking low quality, low class bitches. And low class bitches can be dime pieces. They can be really fucking hot. You remember that show, I don't know if you guys watched the Pineapple Show. There's a Jamaican girl that brings female guests on, and men call into the show and shoot their shot at the woman. You know, it's like the show Next, but instead of saying next, they say pineapple. Anyways, one time this dude calls in. He's a nuclear physicist in the Navy. Good looking guy. And the woman on there is, you know, she was pretty, but she had some baggage. She was a single mom, you know, didn't have as much going on as he did, that's for sure. And he starts talking. He says he's a nuclear physicist. He starts kind of explaining who he is and what he does. And she says pineapple. So she rejects him. Now, a lot of people watched that video. It was circulating around the internet for quite some time. And people in the manosphere were saying, well, this guy needs to learn game. What's he doing talking about his job? What's he doing talking about his career? You know, and, you know, he should have been using Riz, right? He should have rizzed her up, turned her on, and, you know, spit some game. But in reality, that motherfucker has a value system that is way beyond what pretty much, like I would say 99% of dudes in the manosphere can even fucking rationalize. They can't fathom that sort of a value system. Military, nuclear physicist, fucking responsible, has his shit together, physically fit, getting rejected by a mid single mom. I shouldn't say mid, she was pretty, but I mean, you know how it is with single moms. Dudes don't really want to date they don't want to take care of somebody else's kids. So that's a lot of baggage that people don't want to deal with. But anyways, everybody's saying he should learn game and blah, blah, blah. And that makes absolutely no sense to me. Why the fuck should that motherfucker change who he is? Change what he's about to appease to a woman that doesn't even have the same value system as him? She wants to be turned on by some goofball, some immature goofball. He's a mature man with a lot of things going for him. You know, I mean, if you guys do a search on that video, you'll see what I'm talking about. But I think that's the way it is for a lot of you impressionable young guys, right? You get with some skank. I'm not talking bad about women. There's good women out there. There's bad women. There's good men. There's bad men. But a lot of you guys, you know, you get your heart broke by some skank, and it fucking changes you. You know, it changes who you are as a person. So instead of staying on your path and doing whatever it is that you do, now you think you got to change it. You know, you think you got to be a bad boy, a ladies' man. But in reality, that's probably not what you're built for. You're built for a good, happy family, monogamous relationship. You're not built to be a fucking rock star, playboy, you know, type of lifestyle. I mean, that's not for everybody. That's for a very small percentage of people. You know, so don't let the manosphere skew your perception of reality. And I'm a manosphere content creator. You know, I said a lot of things that are towing the line with that degenerate lifestyle, because some of the audience out there, a big part of the audience out there, that's what they're into. That's what they want to hear. That's what they want to see. That's what they want to be. But if you're a guy out there that is a good man and you have a lot of good things going for you, and the women that are, you know, attracted to you are, you know, I should say, you don't have as many women attracted to you as some of these like fast-paced bad boys do. I think the reason for that is because you're going to attract a higher quality of woman. You know, and higher quality women, they're not a dime a dozen like the low-class hoes are. You know, they're few and far between. But those few and far between diamonds in the rough are what you are going to attract. So don't be afraid to be you, and don't devalue your own value system just to appease lower value people. It's not a very smart move. Anyways, guys, I'm about home, so I guess I'm gonna go ahead and end this one. Hope this video was somewhat informative, but I got to bounce. Peace.
To the window, to the wall, until the sweat drops down my balls, until all you bitches crawl. Oh, skeet whiskey, goddamn.